I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Some few days to the Black Stars in upcoming 2026 World Cup qualifiers. Ghana versus Chad. Yɛbɛbɔ yɛn ankasa di mu. Ansa ne akɔ Madagascar ne the barrier for ɛde akɔ ntam so. Venue a na Black Stars ebesi so akan against Chad no. Na Ghana Football Association enya confirm yɛ. Na report a ɛbɔ ba sɛ ne GFP for confirm a official communique mfi Ghana Football Association hɔ Mbaye say Accra Sports Stadium na ebetimi asan abɔ isa match kɛse wei ɛwɔ hɔ minu nyina nyima asɛm sɛ ɛnkyɛ yɛ na CAF ankasa kra ɛresende the decision sɛ Ghana bebe ɛbɔ yɛ matches sɛ ɔyɛ ankasa di mu ɛbɛba Accra Sports Stadium no de wɛ no matie no ɛnya de ebetimi aboa yɛn nti ade a wɔn aba ne yɛn from wohwɛ Ghana ha so a bebe ebetimi akɔ Kudus ana Tamale Sports Stadium ne nyinaa so stadiums ana stadia ɛnhyɛ dan ɛnhyɛ nkran nti si ande bi metimi de message mebo aka a report kan so asan confirm say Ghana ye ne Chad ye bebo ewo Accra Sports Stadium nti eno ne latest a ebo ba as stands now tentative news a eba and say on the 17th na bebo sa match kese we the 17th of March say sadia na aka exactly 23 days as asem record video we e dia ma o ewo afirika sesi nti be monitor ni ahwe se ne enkomo ne course nti Accra Sports Stadium videos ni bi na etwa gu so ewo screens ne so no the last time Ghana ehia Niger no na say na stadium ne tie nkomo amate ene say sisi ane de renovation works a akoso no enye renovation works keto akra TGF ni sports ministry na akabachim aside that venue bia no mo de ka ho bio say Accra Sports Stadium pe no mo se FIFA munjintum na yembo ye World Cup qualifying match a ye ne Chad for no ebebo ewo Accra Sports Stadium ema bibia ntimi nsankoso ye na Memphis Black Stars camp na menko other exciting sports stories a ebobo badimum na answer na no oye foforo e platform we so a subscribe to channel no post notification bell no umia so a na odi ato all ye nyina ye like video we na ye share to other social media platforms me patch like winya like my why we share video no no asan like na kama na wa share to other social media platforms so back to back content na beba me shege kra sports fella ho tie to the bia na ye bubi go ha ne atente ya na watem kuchu e de amayen pomodian so na Facebook and TikTok so a obeko Manuel TV Sports na wa follow yen ama bibia timi asan so background sound no ontini ye ne mu adwudwu ne ade a na wo de acheme yenya technical challenges kakra ye beba back stronger enti temukuchu na yendi dwumade ne empom. Ladies and gentlemen, mentoa so one of the players amabedi ne hokomo e wa fidikase so na no ada say yebekai say Ghana ye ko afcon bi itime de ne ka local players on koye Black Galaxies nso na odi mu akoten pa na ne dwumadi a odi this time around e was Cyprus no e dwumadi a e hyen krankra so toado e betimi ato ne stade afre ne say 2026 World Cup qualifiers no ankomeboa Ghana against Chad and Madagascar. David Abadna Sadan hokomo na me de tudwai na enkomo a ene awie yi ene na nopam abobaba ene say nanu other Thursday womo ebo conference league match back mo ya na playoff na ekoso womo ne NK Selji ene de wentam so na womo lusu by 2 goals to 0 before that nobody can go 2-2 ono kan goal etimi SAVG a point e de mawo na ne nyina ne say on the 17th minutes na player David Abadna Sadan or pick up injury. From doctor's reports as it stands now, when your anterior cruciate ligament injury, interstices of the injury, no, and that was screens no. Injury type, anterior cruciate ligaments, and the ACL injury, no. Second degree posterior cruciate ligament, APCL sprain, tini na kabum, and when you're in the second degree in no, and when you're estimated recovery time. 6 to 8 months and also could do nti say the modern ball class to adwani a enya dia this time around your World Cup qualifiers obetimi aton sa dia afre no the injury dates as I say February ya me no ka say and the injury date itime buy expected return date no between August and October 2025 depending on rehabilitation progress nti no net here current status yes undergoing treatment and rehabilitation ti no na that screens ne so a me no nyina ya hwe bia bom no say ne David Abadna Sadan say ne no me command no enye better kra so no so betimi recover fully ama eno metimi repaint this season ankasa no yenya Ghanaian players bibia anterior cruciate ligament injuries no etimi ha Abdul Fattah Isako Ali Dusedu even that they could feature Kregusua and a channel there and Sana David Abadna Sadan so abeka ho nti omu nyina no Mano TV Sports ye wish you speedy recoveries. Memfi David Abadna Sadan camp na membedi nkomo kakra ewo Kudus Mohammed so nkomo odi aba ene wo hwe ne performance exceptional one onya against Arsenal. Meka say Kudus is back and is back for good. Nkomo bebre ena Lai Kinson e de abetuja ye beka ya or former Ghana under-17 the Black Starlets coach kwan of fast job ho no ekoya me no nyina nkomo bebre ewo Ghana ha ye boy match we ya yan qualify to the 2025 under-17 AFCON ano sikai me ne mato nkwanta pai aheya me pomo na mako na ne wabedi nkomo bebre ewo Joy Sports so ne nkomo nchiremu a wade ba no eye miensa ne ho hia me osi FA members ni bi etrete no threat na oka no enye se wo se be enya do ye bedi ubone na threat na omo etrete na adwuma the way omo se wan bo ne homoden anhye kodibo akra na obelusu na adwuma no na hu ne se ye big threat at the man aside say omo threat na that aspect na so interference no na doson aden no fa player we ahye player we obetimi aboa aden kra na ade we kohye ni we free mu o se du baabi na yakofa under 17 squad fofra some few days and I can say weeks simple to Ghana say be host under 17 wa fuzombe no na the different set of under 17 players aba yes coach ko scout room na yi be kan o de ho no se no the philosophy ni ade o de bobo no ebe boa pa de bia mboa nipa be ba akope no select ye aside that time Ghana ye boy matches nya sa players we mu bia a second batch of the under 17 ado mobile no mo ye ball boys nti ekobasa na hu se wadamfo ni woni ne ball wa na ugina ye normal bebe complications no na etoso na players ni team a ono akasa ene ne technical team enante Ghana regions ahodo so ekos scout yo mobile no obusa GF ni Ghana for say anye biampo obi timi fa fon efre ba ko say ye hwe the progress and the development of football na bebe atimi asan koso ye nkomo ne wa yenko na yenkotie kakra due to copyright issues from Joy Sports ni adenti no me boni audio e de ama the videos kakra atoso ansa na me de Kudus nkomo so e de abrew.
I should have stayed on, and this is what I wish to do. This is what I wish to do. That's why I left FC Nochiland to come to Ghana and then try to build something and grow with them to the highest level. But you know, the environment wasn't friendly for me. If I say the environment isn't friendly, there are a lot of things that, you know, I will talk about it, but I don't think it's the right time for me to talk about it. But at that moment, I feel the environment is not. I felt the environment is not friendly with me, and if I'm not careful, it's not going to help my career.
Like before you continue, this was the same, so-called unfriendly environment that existed, which you probably may have known about before you took up the appointment.
Yes, I agree with you 100%. But you know, one person have to step up and then try to change something. You know, and for me, the idea is to come in and then try to change the perception of how our football is being handled in the country, which I did. I tried my best. But one thing you should know, I was alone, and the people that I was working with felt I'm one of the odd person that doesn't agree with their principles that they use in governing our soccer. So the best thing for me is to step away and then make them have their way, because for me, I think our football need to be handled in properly. You know, sorry to say, but from where I'm sitting, I don't think it's very appropriate for a coach who has been appointed, and the management member will and the coach is having his selection, and the coach try to build a team, and then he asks a player to stay out of the team for now, drop a player, and then the management member will call the coach and tell the coach who is he to drop his player. He doesn't. Not. I hope you are getting me here.
Yeah. So for you, it's the disrespect and the disregard for your role, and the interference. If I get you right.
I might say in my time, interference, I stopped everyone for interfering in what I'm doing. I stopped everyone. But for me, one thing we should know, they are the people running the show. So if they appoint you and they are not getting their way, they will find everything to frustrate you. For example, I have a team that I've built for 3-4 months. We have 2 weeks to go into a tournament. And someone have to call in and tell me, hey, coach, can you drop 2 players and replace them with my player? 2 weeks to a tournament, a major tournament. 2 weeks to a major tournament. I don't think that's fair on the coach and that's fair on the players. Because that 2 players, even if you bring Messi, Ronaldo, all the top players in the world to come into that team, that moment, they will be lost. Because the way I train my team, I have principles governing all phases of play. Principles. Every space every position that you find the ball, on the ball and off the ball, my players should know the principles governing what they can do on the ball, what they can do off the ball. And the new players that are coming 2 weeks before the tournament, I don't think they can gel up. So it became an issue. Two, we have the team in camp already. All of a sudden, they bring a whole group of under 17 to camp, the same camp that we are staying. And then I had a call that, then they gave them 2 coaches. Then they told me, go and watch their training and see if some of them can fit into your squad that is going to play the tournament. And for me, I wasn't happy, but I did. Of course, the players that came to camp, they are all Ghanaians. I managed to find like 4 players out of that. But the plan is progression to the next phase of the tournament because it's too close. So all the 4 players, I only put 1, but left the 3 out. But those teams that they brought to camp were in camp. And then anytime we have a tournament, we have a match in the game, these are the players that they bring from camp to come and be ball boys. They were the ball boys for our games, only our games. So imagine that if I'm an under 17 player, I'm on the pitch, and then look around and look at and see the ball boy is someone that is playing in the same position. It puts pressure on me. So for me, there are so many things that distracted us, but I was so proud of that squad. Beginning of the tournament, the kind of threats I had from the people running the FA. You
were threatened.
A meeting.
Yes. What kinds of threats were they issuing to you?
Yeah. So let's say beginning of the tournament. Okay, the management of the FA came to meet the team meeting. Words of encouragement and all that. And then someone opened his mouth and said, if you don't win the game against Ivory Coast tomorrow, your coach is going to lose his job.
I see.
You understand what I mean? That? Yeah. You understand where I'm coming from? If you don't win the game against Ivory Coast tomorrow, your coach is going to lose his job. It's a threat. For me, sitting down and listening to what is coming to me, it's a threat. So all those big time, that's when I realized, I don't think the environment is good for me at the moment. I think I need to think about it again to do something about it. So I'm very disappointed. As I went, trust me, anytime that thing comes to mind, I shed tears. I shed tears because of what myself and my technical team, which I appreciate them a lot. They are so amazing. Their work ethics is phenomenal. I can't take anything away from them. When we started, I brought the idea to the FA that this is what I want to do. This is how I want to scout my players. And the FA supported it, which I appreciate. I went all over the regions for 1 month, 2 weeks. We went all over the regions. We don't go home. We go region to region, traveling on the van, region to region. And I will tell you, at the end of everything, almost all of us got sick on the way. Got sick. Almost all of us got sick. But we put in the effort to build the team. But I saw that that team is not there anymore. At least, even if I'm not there, I believe this group of players can be kept, and then FA should take advantage of that group. I don't think they're doing that. When the Spanish team won so many things together, it got to a point that they were struggling. They were struggling because the likes of Iniesta, Xavi, and all those players that they built that were giving them results, they started aging and fading out. They were struggling between those years because they started building something important, something that the time that Iniesta and those people were playing in the first team, they already have U17s, U20 players that they know after 3-4 years they are going to represent the country. So they pay particular attention to those players like Xavi, and all those people now. Iñaki Williams and all those Williams brothers, all of them, they were focusing on those people, and now they are representing the country now for the Spanish team. Unlike U17 team comes today, as soon as the coach is not there anymore, nobody cares about what he's built already. Like my U17, for example, like the reason why I said I guarantee you that you will not see even 1 or 2 players in that is as soon as I left, I don't think the FA have even picked a phone and then try to contact one of the players that I had in the squad. I don't think they've done that. If they've done that, I'm yet to
I realized, during that period when you were Black Starlets coach, that you had this very strong bond with them, and you could see. I mean, when you left, I remember a goal was scored, and they had some inscriptions which they displayed in solidarity with you. Do you still communicate with them? Do they still come to you, talk to you about their careers and what they want to do, the decisions they want to take?
Yeah, for me, the way I was brought up as a coach, as a youth coach, everything that I've had my hands on, the first thing I tell the boys is, I'm building a family. They should see me as their parent, and I'm seeing them as my children. So I've had that bond with every team that I've coached, every youth team that I've coached. When you look at my time with Right to Dream, I still have. I still keep in touch with most of them. Nwama, Enokotu, Adingra, all those players that came through me, I still keep in touch. I always make it clear to them that I'm building a family, and I try to keep in touch. The U17s, almost now and then, even from the Sabia group, I still keep in touch. Once a while, I share my number with them. Once a while, they send me messages. If some of them need advice, I advise them. If some of them need a recommendation, I've been doing that. Even yesterday, one of the goalkeepers that I took to Serbia, he was the 3rd goalkeeper. He even called me that he got a contract in Europe, and the club coach wanted to speak with me. Immediately, I shared my number with him, and I asked him to tell the coach to call me. Yesterday, I had a fantastic conversation, solid recommendation for the boy. So for me, I see these kids as my kids, and I always made it clear to them that they should see me as their father, figure. So I've been very close to them. That's how come when I left, they were disappointed, one, and also they feel there is something we have to achieve together. There is something that we're building together, but we couldn't make it. So they were disappointed also, and they see the disappointment from me. That's why they support. They knew something big has left, and for me, I don't think it's the end. I think it's meant to happen, and it's good that happened. So sometimes some situations happens for a reason. So
very well.
We still keep our head up and continue what we're doing.
Afi Mami Finwi ewo Mohammed Kudus camp. According to British Broadcasting Corporation, 20 BBC, after a game, Kudus unya exceptional performance against Arsenal, a goal to nil. Ekome ewo Emirates pa wenye London Stadium no. Wedding komo bebre enos hair. Sama chiwe any win on be papa. Omanka someone said this time around, and your my jegu edema West Ham team no. Nenso omu Kudus ene West Ham United. Sa victory pa de omo be kai. Nkomo nchiremu a BBC de koba ya mesoma kwatwe kakra de bro nya bebia na benya ne sa say much needed 3 points are ehuhia pa. It has been difficult season, but it is one of those wins you will never forget about. Or season na dene e de amayen enso we mu ba ko a nya de a yore betimi asen fikra e won kunu dia botira yetimi nya ye no. You were focused, and I'm glad we got the 3 points. Na ye ni abre na many ajepa say yetimi enya sa 3 points no. We played a top team and we knew they would attack a lot. Ye bo ekua no more temper na yenimse no bebo mani bebre. Everyone did their duties. Obia West Ham team no Grand Porter adni gina no. Wo ye na adwuma sene sepata. To no Kudus Council eye na adwuma. Nkomo nchemo di tuja no. Na me de apro e wa fidi kase so me de usi no na chese me nko comment box no me show appreciation based on also o comment ade atum e wo comment box me last video na asono Richard Hatika Yakupon insure Akosua Ivy Insam Yakupon nyokese Isaac Amidatu nso oye heavy Raymond Atoma oye jijua o platform we so Yakupon nyokese Evangelist King Cancer TV sanso ena Paul Boaten Inshallah, Evangelist King Cancer TV, Robert Shaggy, Sidis GH 1067, Raymond Atoma, Kusi Richmond, Memboroji Moses, Bismarck Pipra, Arthur Solomon, Memboroji Moses, Evangelist King Cancer TV. Ibano Kwame Sedu, Equan top, a Sanso Genenica, Tinsani Abrebe edit video. Bia Dominic so a design thumbnail edit video we so. Also I join the comment box no back to back content. Never me worry cry. Temukuchu, Ghana versus Chad, Ghana versus Madagascar. Aha, and your headquarters of YouTube Sports. Most are more pen Nigerian content, ne other European contents and so on. Because sports plus wa. Profi mote ne mute. Crutchen so aside at the hotel. Umpe win a sebi nyado. Open the door to the door. As a Frenchman would say, au revoir.